Welcome back to another episode of Frank's Big Day. We got a lot of stuff to cover. I'm a little bit behind with where reality is versus where you guys are, but we've come a long way, and in this episode I think we're going to cover the engine swap, some of the complications that arose with that. Maybe we'll cut in a couple of clips from our first shakedown, and we'll try and get you up to speed. Hopefully we'll have a fourth episode coming out pretty soon after this. We did a few more things since then. There's been some carnage. Not a ton of video of everything, but at least we can catch you up to date so you know what's going on. Hopefully we'll start getting some trail videos soon. The season is upon us. We fixed Frank up and he seems to be working great. So now that we've got him sorted out, the trail videos should be coming in. I'm looking forward to bringing you guys along, and let's get started. Strap in, sit down, grab something to drink. Let's show you what we've done.
I hear a lot of people saying the blues, but I'm gonna tell you what the blues is. When you ain't got no money, you got the blues. When you ain't got no money to pay your house, you still got the blues.
So one of the plans for Frank is to switch back over to the square headlights. We managed to find ourselves a fairly rust-free 94 grill, and we'll be using that to convert back over. We did get the thing whole stripped down, got all the wiring peeled out of it, managed to get all of the screws out of the headlight buckets, and now we'll scuff it up and we'll give it a coat of paint and get it ready to go back on the front end. I do have the little nubbins off the bottom from a different front grille, and if everything goes well we can get those peeled off and swapped over onto this, and it should fit great. So we've got that lovely neon green shaved off of there, scuffed down enough that we'll be able to paint it. Next step is to wipe it down, get a lick of paint on it, and we can start sticking it all back together. So I saved you all the boring unpleasantries of having the sanding and the wiping and the prepping and the painting and the... Now we have a painted grille. Next step is to stick it all back together with our new Vivid Lumen headlights and the factory fog marker lights for now. I found this nice set I like online. I just need to source them. Sometimes Canada availability gets a bit tricky. We'll see what we can do. So let's stick this back together and see what it looks like all assembled. So we're proud to be partnered with Vivid Lumen, a Canadian-based company that does all sorts of off-road lighting, plug-and-play stuff, tons of DOT-approved stuff. As you can see here, DOT compliant, ECE approved. Big thing here, lifetime warranty. Really impressed with the quality of these. I did hook them up to a battery. They look like they're going to have great light. I've had this style of housing before and I had really good luck with it, so this is what's going to be going in our grill. Let's get it assembled and see what she looks like. There we go. Frank's got a face again. Some more goodies for Frank. There's a locker inside of there. And a new heart for now. Alright, just to catch you guys up to where we are here. The engine harness for this engine out of a TJ
is a little bit too different for me to use in Frank. However, the long block is pretty much the same. Now the engine that's in Frank already is a bit of a bodge job. I'm running TBI block on multi-port hardware, and so the game plan now is to take the fuel rail and long block from this and stick it into Frank and run it off of the engine management software that's already in there. It should work. I don't know how well, but as long as he runs and drives and moves, we can use him this season. We'll get the diesel swap underway as soon as we can get ourselves sorted out on the adapters. So I kind of just been picking away at this while I was working on barbecuing up dinner, and now we're here. I've got this pretty much stripped down, ready to come out. I've got it looking about the same as the new donor motor, so tomorrow morning we're going to swap that one for this one and stick it all back together and hope it runs. Alright, so we got the old engine dangling. We're going to muscle that out of the way, set her down beside the other one, switch what we got to switch, and toss the new one back in there. Well, new. Slightly less abused, but only slightly. Something about the lesser of all evils. That's really shot. That's really shot. That, surprisingly not bad. That, only a little bit screwed. And that, So, I think the goal is to use friction disc off of the new motor, pressure plate off of that junk, and the flywheel off of the new motor. It'll work.
It's fine. I don't even know what you're worried about.
There we go. I don't know that Frank's ever run that smooth in his life. Still not perfect. I think the lifters need to pump up a bit, but yay.
It's getting better, I think. Maybe.
So last time I had these attached, they were attached to a TJ grill, which is actually quite a bit different than the YJ grill. So right now I've got the old portion of the stock fenders that bolts to the side of the front grill surround, and I'm just gonna weld these onto there. It'll be ugly, but it'll work. See the rest of it. So we've got the winch cables fished back through the grill. You can see they're up under there. I may have been able to clock that motor, but I didn't. And now I curse myself every time I have to take my winch off. Thankfully, that's not very often. But those go down and through. And my solenoid pack is up, remote mounted up by the fuse box. And then I still need to re-drill a hole in this grill somewhere that I'm going to be putting the plug in for the winch controller. I'll also have dash mounted controls for it inside. Anyways, back to mounting up the winch. Well, we've buttoned up the last couple of things we need to do to at least go and shake the old boy down. We're going to go for a little bit of a trail ride today, I think, once the kids get here. And make sure he can still do stuff. I drove it around the yard earlier and it drove okay. Steering worked, everything seemed alright. Nothing blew up or fell off, so that's good. I need to reattach my winch cabling so I can suck my dangling tongue out. And we'll see what happens after our little drive. So, Frank made it to the trailhead. He didn't die or blow up. Kind of ran like garbage, but we'll see how it goes. Time to go shake him down, make sure he can still do what he did last summer. We left the hard top on for now. It's still a little bit cool out. I think we'll switch that over in the next week or so and get the half doors back on him too. Feels good to be back out in the dirt again. Deactivated road, still frequented. Nice little day drive, nothing too serious. Might hit a couple rocks, we'll see what happens.
Yep.
Okay guys, that's going to wrap it up for this episode. So you've seen us put the engine in, you've seen the complications that came with that. We finished up the front bumper, took them for a little bit of a shakedown, tried a few things. That open differential got us again. We're going to take care of that in the next episode, so stick around for that. We'll show you what's going on there. Bring you through a little bit of the install of a lunchbox locker. It's certainly not going to be a dedicated tutorial, but you'll get to see some of the complications that arise with that, even if it is a straightforward install. Thanks for sticking around. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, do all that YouTube stuff that helps make me famous, and we'll catch you on the next episode.